Shalom Akim Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Brak. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Rock a thumb to you brothers. I'm the brother Amath in the DMV area, mainly in Baltimore. There was a few things on my mind, first, Salakia, call Allah Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, of course, giving the praise, the honor, and glory all to, or call halal, call halalim, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Rakakwadash, of course. Double honors to apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth, me, and us. And then shalom to you brothers out there, the hopeful elect, the ones that's pushing this word in sincerity and truth, the ones that's looking to just complete their task and finish their task and then reap the reward of our affliction, of our suffering. Because before I threw on this, we started recording earlier today, I was thinking about everybody suffers something. Hey, so you could some people suffer going to work and dealing with that hourly job and then getting paid. That getting paid is that reward. So what we're doing is suffering our affliction, our prison sentence, like Apostle Ramlab was going into earlier today, and suffering this so we could receive that reward, that the kingdom, the everlasting peace, that fresh breath air. That fresh breath air, that fresh breath air, the clean water, just dwelling in totally righteousness, and that's something that we can't get nowhere among here except when we're in the kingdom with the Akim, But one of the things I was thinking about was Job, and how Job, he was considered a perfect man. He went through a lot of things, and I typed in the word suffer, and because that's what we're doing, man. We're suffering this stuff so we could get to the kingdom, because it's not going to be no easy task, man. The scriptures talk about the things that we're suffering now is not even to be compared to what we're going to receive, if we're the men of the Lord's will, we are, because there's no one else doing the things that we're doing, putting these videos out there, making ourselves look like a fool, so to speak, going out there on the highways and hedges, burning up in the heat, freezing in the cold, just being dedicated to the brothers, making sure those videos get up there, because the brother from Chicago, one of the brothers, the choir, real fast before I get into the topic, one of the brothers, the choir, has sent that video about depression. There's one of the Jakes from Chicago. He did a video about like shaking that depression demon, which, hey, bro, like we all know that shit comes around, it comes and goes, whatnot. But the point is that the suffering we got to go through. Oh, that was the thing, because a lot of these people, they only got a few things to worry about. When I say a few, mainly these carnal things, the car note, the insurance, the rent, or the mortgage. But us, we got the spirit, man, so that's our priority, and then everything else trickles down. So these people, they want to live in the flesh, let them be, man. We're trying to live in the spirit, get that life, even though we seem hurt sometimes, we seem dead, but we get those spiritual highs where, man, we feel pretty good, I'll just say that. So I'm gonna just hop right into this is Job 9:17. For he beareth me with the tempest, for he breaketh me with a tempest, and multiplieth my wounds without cause. He will not suffer me to take my breath, but filleth filleth me with bitterness, right? So he's not going to take that breath, even though you catching all types of hell, but he's not going to take that breath, man. If I speak of strength, lo, he is strong, and if of judgment, who shall set me a time to plead? If I justify myself, my own mouth shall condemn me. If I say I am perfect, it shall also prove my perverse. Though I were perfect, yet would I not know my soul. I would despise my life. This is one thing, therefore I say it. He destroyeth the perfect and the wicked. And there was a few points I'm gonna go back and jump in there, man. But hey, he destroyeth the perfect and the wicked, man. But it's all about who's gonna endure, who's gonna sustain that pain, that affliction, who's gonna want to receive that reward. You know, there's times I'm thinking about it now. I used to work construction, and that was bad. that was some bad experiences, man. Because you know, some people, they, you know, working on that job, man, you get tired after lunch or whatever. You get super tired, and you gotta keep moving. You can't stop. You know, especially what I used to do, pulling wire, like surface cables for the electricity. You know, we're talking about going up 5 floors, going across the, going across the building, then going up another 2-3 floors just to get to the top floor. You know, and I'll never forget. There was one time I was super tired, but I had to keep working. You know, and that's one of the things about this truth. Even though man, I never forget that, man. I wanted to get an energy drink so bad, but I couldn't go nowhere. I had to stay there. You know what I'm saying? But it's the same thing with this truth. Even though, hey, I'm gonna read it again. He will not suffer me. I think 17. I was like, okay, this is Job 9:18. He will not suffer me to take my breath, but filleth me with bitterness. Right? So even though, hey, the Lord don't want to take the breath, but if you're going to keep being a sluggard, you're going to keep doing the niggerish things, you know? Because even not doing anything is niggerish. You being stagnant. You're not being a lively stone. Yahweh Shemi Awashai wants us to be a lively stone towards this truth, towards we're setting an example for how our nation needs to be. So how much more we need to be perfect, upright, and, you know, trying to every day skim that fat, so to speak, you know. But yeah, I wanted to hit another point. It said, verse 22, it says, this is one thing, therefore I said it. He destroyeth the perfect and the wicked. You know, hey, it's all because men, they need to be tested, you know, and that's, you know, for the most part, that goes along with everything. It needs to be tested before a company sends out a product. You know, they're supposed to test it first. You know, they're supposed to test it first. It's called quality control. You know, it's how you keep your quality at a steady rate, instead of, you know, maybe you might be producing light bulbs and you didn't check all the light bulbs, and you get a few they call faulty, like a default. I mean, not a default, whatever, the light bulb don't work or whatnot, you know. And that's the whole case with the truth, man. Everybody needs to be tested, man. Everybody suffers, man. In the scriptures, it talks about how our beasts are gonna suffer. It was in the Apocrypha, like the 40th chapter. How beasts will suffer. We're gonna suffer, like men, righteous men, wicked men. Hey, man, everybody suffers. Who has the mind to where, all right, I've been through this before. I just need to figure out how to keep it's basically, I'm learning that if you just keep your mind moving, you know, and then have a set time to where you all right, I'm gonna rest after this, or I'm gonna rest once all of this is completed. You know, you go do your thing, and then that's when you basically get a recharge. You know, that's why our brothers be messing with the stones, to give you more of that oomph, that energy, you know, that confidence, that courage, that boldness. You know, it's to put towards this truth. Everything that we do is to circumference around the truth. You know, nothing is circumference. The truth doesn't circumference around. It's not, you know, the truth is priority. That's what brothers like to say, you know. But yeah, man, you know, hey, the suffering part, and that's basically, that concludes, you know, what my point, you know, is us about suffering. You know, Yahweh Shai had to suffer, we gotta suffer, you know, and it's rightfully so. You know, like Apostle Ramlab was going in today. We're in a prison, man. You know, when I looked up that word suffering, it said to experience something unpleasant. You know, there was another word in there, but, you know, I just remembered the word unpleasant. And that's what we got to suffer, man. We're suffering a vagabond Esau, who's the so-called white man, the red Hebrew Edomite, right? We got to suffer his rulership. And during his rulership, America was paradise. It was beautiful. It floating gardens, like real sewer systems, and it was all organic. It was all organic. It was all beautiful. It was all handmade, But now you got these major factories. Everything's commercialized. No one wants to deal individually. Like if I have a company and I'm doing HVAC, they don't want to go to me. They want to go to Michael and Son or some major company. You know what I'm saying? Instead of like trying to go through me, where I could cut you a deal. If you hire one of those techs through those massive HVAC companies, they can't adjust prices with you. But that's just the curses, man. The curses apply to a lot of things on this side, man. And we gotta suffer it. We gotta suffer. Esau's, like I said, Esau's out here, man, just totally messing things up to where he has totally polluted even his people. They actually believe that the government is here to help, and all the people back in the ancient world were white. You know what I'm saying? Which is total madness if you think about it. It should really anger you. I shouldn't laugh at it, because it should really irk your nerves. Like how, like these people are such a low people. They don't even consider that, like, back in the ancient world there was no black people. But yeah, man, I don't want to keep going, man. Call all Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Kakadash. Double honors, of course, to apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I'm the brother of Moth. I want to say Shalom, man. Call all Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. Pray. Don't let that go. Hey, all right, Shalom.